Proud community sponsors: Vendor Lumber, Buddies Food and Fuel, Cave and Calcar Quarries, Dillon Scott Funeral Home, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, Hoosier Hardware, In Focus Eye Care, Jeremy Payton, Edward Jones, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, and Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, the only health and living community, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Summer Seamless Guttering, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Springer Insurance, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Whitfield Investments, and the Orange County Community Foundation. Now, let's head to the action. This is Mix 95.3 WUME, your home for local sports.
For the first time since mid-December, the first time in the new year, the Paoli Lady Rams are back at home at the Auxiliary Gymnasium of Paoli Junior Senior High School to begin a 4-game homestand, and it starts tonight in conference play with the Perry Central Lady Commodores. The Rams, they dropped 3 out of 4 last week in the tournament over Austin, while tonight the Commodores come in on a 3-game winning streak. Good evening, everybody. Dave Dedrick along with Bert Pedigo. It's time now for Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3, streaming live on WUME953.com, and ask Alexa to play WUME Mix 95.3. For the Rams, Bert, just their second game in conference play, while for the Commodores, they only lost 4 games all year long, but 3 of them have been in PLAC action.
Yeah, they just managed somehow to come out on the shorthand for the most part in conference play, just 1-3 coming into tonight. Whereas, Paoli, 0-1, they've still got an outside chance, but it's going to take an awful lot of improved basketball over the next month or so for them to have a realistic shot at it, having lost to Orleans.
This team from Perry Central comes in, a young team, but yet a team that likes to put pressure on full court.
Yeah, and it really it sets up to be an entertaining ball game tonight because Perry Central, they like to get up on you defensively the entire 84 feet, so they will be pressing Paoli. Paoli, in turn, would like to be able to try and press Perry Central, so it should be an up-and-down ball game. And the two teams, you look at them physically, they match up well. Neither one has any outstanding size. They're basically 4 guards and a forward out there, and that makes for an entertaining setup.
Well, we continue with the Team OC pregame show. Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. We'll talk with head coach Sean Schaefer in his 3rd year at Perry Central and first-year coach Aaron Key of Paoli. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summer's Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summer's Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summer's Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jeremy Payton, your Bedford Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Edward Jones and Jeremy Payton is a proud sponsor of high school sports on WUME. For all of your investment needs, call Jeremy Payton or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Sean Schaefer of Perry Central joins us now. His team on the road tonight to take on the Rams in this PLAC matchup. We'll get into that ball game in just a few minutes. But, Coach, you're like a lot of teams. You've already played 14, 15 games. You've got 14, but it got a good record there at 10-4.
Yeah, we feel good with what we got going on right now. You know, it's been a learning process this year with a fairly inexperienced team, but the girls have bought into what we're trying to do. They've been really coachable. And so over the course of the season, we've been able to stack some wins and feel good about where we are right now.
Unfortunately, Coach, for those 4 losses, the majority of them have been in conference for you.
That is correct, yes. And those 4 losses, like we were talking about before this, we were in every single one of those games. We were actually leading in all of those games. We were leading Crawford at halftime, and then the other ones down the stretch, we just didn't get it done, And so right now as a young team, we're just trying to learn how to play and compete for 4 quarters, and I think we're getting better at that each and every day.
Is that it, Coach, just getting that experience on the court in those situations?
I think so. I think especially with the girls that don't have a lot of varsity experience, I think it takes a few games for them to adjust to the speed and to the physicality and the new system, especially, we start a freshman, so her learning exactly how things are done, the varsity a little bit different. I think it's a learning curve, and I think now we're starting to see that stuff really fall in line for the team.
Well, it's time to do it now in the final month of the regular season.
Yes, it is. It's crazy. Yeah, we're already at this point.
Tell us a bit about your team, Coach, offensively, defensively. What are you trying to do out on the court?
Yeah, so we'll start with defense just because defense is something that we hang our hat on. We mainly play man-to-man defense, but we're trying to make teams work the entire length of the court. So we're going to press in a number of different presses, whether that's a 1-2-2 or a 2-2-1 or maybe a full-court man even, just to make teams have to turn and work for the longevity of the court here. But we mainly play man in the half court. We might throw some 1-3-1 trap at you. The main goal is to pressure teams. We want to pressure them and put them into uncomfortable situations that hopefully lead to turnovers and transition buckets for us. So I think our defense is kind of built on that idea where we want to press teams and pressure teams and put them in situations that make them feel uncomfortable. Offensively, we really want to push the ball in transition. That's our number one thing. We want to push the ball in transition and score that way. And then if not, we kind of run a couple different variations of offense. I'm not a big set play guy. I want to put the ball in our playmakers' hands and have them run an offense and let our girls just go make plays, read and react and be basketball players and empower them that way. So, yeah, in terms of offense, it's more of let's push the ball, let's see what we have. If we don't have anything, then we're right into an offense and just let playmakers be playmakers.
What about your matchup with Paoli tonight?
Yeah, Paoli's a good ball club. The new coach has done a really nice job. The team has honestly gotten better the more that I watch as the season goes on. And so they got some good shooters. They kind of worry us a little bit. We're going to have to get some hands up. And then more than anything, just taking care of the basketball. I think valuing the basketball on the offensive end and making them work defensively as opposed to kind of taking the first shot that we see. But no, Paoli's a very well coached team. So in the half court, they're mainly going to play man. They might go a 3-2 zone or a 1-2-2 half court zone against us, try to make us shoot us a little bit. And then they also might try to take away Mason Laphart. So we got to prepare for that and see how we're going to respond in those moments whenever they're trying to deny Mason.
All right, Coach, what's top of the list? What do you have to do on the road tonight to win?
Yeah, I think tonight's win is just all about grit. The team that comes in here, it's a conference game, steps up to the moment and plays really hard basketball for 32 minutes is the one that's going to walk out of here with a win. And so I think in terms of us, we just got to play really good defense and we got to execute on offense and take care of that basketball.
Line up for your ball club tonight?
Yeah, line up. So we have our lone senior in Gloria Summer. She'll be a forward starting for us. We got 2 juniors, and Mason Laphart and Bryn Yeager are 2 returning starters from last year's team. And then we have Courtney Peter, which is a sophomore, stepping up to play guard for us. And then we start a freshman in that last spot at Maya Liverland.
And then off your bench?
Yeah, off our bench, we have 1 post sub in Jaden Zorn. So she's a freshman, been playing some good minutes for us whenever Bryn needs a break. And then mainly guard heavy. And Jerry Craney, Ella Underhill, and Paisley James is kind of our rotation in terms of subbing for the team.
Health-wise, how are you coming into tonight's game?
Yeah, knock on wood, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we are pretty healthy right now. No injuries that we're really dealing with. And for the most part, have been able to stay away from that sickness bug. So everybody should be healthy and ready to go for this evening.
Coach Schaefer, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
Of course. Thank you.
Head Coach Sean Schaefer of Perry Central. Stay tuned. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3. 3, 2, 1, mark. Right, another 90, Rita, another 90. Are you there?
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call today and tell us that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Team OC pregame show rolls on. Head coach Aaron Kia Paoli joins us now. Rams finally back at home here in the month of January to get things rolling against conference Poland Perry Central. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But, Coach, like a lot of teams, you had a busy holiday break because you were in that tournament over in Austin and played 4 games in 2 days against some very good teams.
Yeah, and, you know, it was very busy. The girls got a couple of days off, but, you know, with us playing, we had to come right back after Christmas and get in the gym and try to get sharpened up before we went in to play a tournament that was filled with a lot of really good teams.
What are the biggest takeaways for your ball club out of that tournament, Aaron?
Well, Sunday was sick, so we were shorthanded again. And, you know, playing 4 games in 2 days, that was a lot anyways because we're not real deep. But that first day came out and played Jeffersonville, and they were very athletic, attacked, and then put a lot of ball pressure on us. And, you know, we didn't handle that very well from the beginning. So, you know, we took a lump right there to begin with. And then we came back and regrouped and played really well against a really good Trinity Lutheran team. And kind of took their best player away, but they had some other girls step up. They had 2 sisters that's about 6 foot, and we really struggled with that size. But overall, played really well that game. Just came up short. I think that was 11. And then we came back with the way the pool play played out. We were able to rematch Lanesville. So, and you know, that was kind of on our radar. We really felt like that one slipped away from us the second game of the season, and felt like that was one we should have won. So that was good to play them. They played really well the first day too, and had improved a lot since the beginning of the season, and which we expected. But I really felt like we've taken the right steps too, and we were able to get that win against them. So that was good to come back and just see our improvement and some things that we had fixed the first time that we played them and improved the second time. And then that ended up putting us against Shaw Memorial to end the tournament, and you know, they were pretty senior heavy and had 2 girls that could really score it. Some injuries, but they came back and played through them, and that was a tough matchup too with some size and quickness. But again, played with them for about 3.5 quarters, and then they stretched it out to end it. So we ended up 1-3 and played some really good teams, but got better and, you know, saw some things that we really needed to touch on as well.
Coach, believe it or not, final month of the regular season here. Before we know it, we'll be talking about sectional. But before we do that, over these next 4 weeks getting ready for postseason play, what kind of steps do you want to see this team from Paoli take forward?
Well, I mean, here we are. It's very conference heavy this last month. We've only played one conference game, and we're playing 2, sometimes 3 games the rest of this month. So it's going to be very busy, and that's what we talked about to the girls with. Our practices are very limited. So when we come in, we have to get the most out of them and really take what we need to work on from the previous game, and then, turn around and prepare for the next game. So it's a really quick turnaround. But, this last month, I really just, the girls come together, stay together. They continue to play hard and fight every single game. But just recognize, what we're trying to do, whose hands the ball needs to be in. And, I thought we did some really good things in that holiday tournament. Against the zone especially. But, once we get it to the middle and Caitlin has it in her hands, she's got to get more touches. That's all there is to it. Because, for one, she's our leading scorer, but for 2, she's second in assists. So, a lot of really good things happen for her and for her teammates when she gets it, the ball in her hands. So we got to get more touches for her, but then, we just got to hang our hat on defense, and we got to talk, and we keep talking about these simple things, and, hopefully we fix those, and we're ready to do them on a consistent basis this last month.
Coach, task at hand tonight, a conference game. What about this Commodore team coming in tonight? What's your scouting report on them?
Yeah, Perry has a really nice team this year. They're pretty young, playing juniors. One senior that starts, and then they've got a couple of juniors and sophomores. But, I think they're 10-4, and a couple of their losses have been last second losses. So, they could easily only have 2 losses. But same thing. They're going to really pressure us tonight. They're going to pick us up 1-2-2 matchup zone from the beginning, and then fall back into a pressure man defense. So we're going to have to handle that pressure, and, we're going to have to attack out of it to relieve that pressure. But at the same time, we've talked about against these pressure defenses, seems like we just keep getting pushed further and further back out, and next thing you know, you're 3-4 feet behind the three-point line, and, you're not a threat at all. So, we got to do a good job of setting our cuts up, setting good screens, and catching the ball where we want to, and limiting our turnovers against this defense.
Defensively, what will you throw at them?
The most consistent and feel like, we can depend on it is our man, and that's what we played primarily in the holiday tournament, and we will throw in some zone, 1-2-2 zone, and maybe throw in some traps, but I really like our man defense. That's what the girls feel most comfortable in and feel like they can do a good job in. So we match up, height-wise, athleticism, pretty good with Terry, so hopefully we can match up, 5 across the board with them.
Lineup for your Rams tonight?
We'll go with our lineup that we've stuck with the last 4 games. At guard, we'll have Maddie and Addie Payton, and then our 3 forwards will be Jada Smith, Kaylin Hannon, and then Terriana.
And then off your bench?
Off the bench will be our freshman Gracie and Breeza, which again have been playing pretty well, and then Sunday's back too. And again, she can bring a lot of energy, and look for her to bring some energy on defense, and hopefully cause some disruption on the defensive end tonight, because we really need her, and we need all 8 of us. So that'll be our lineup tonight.
Coach Key, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
Okay, thanks, Dave.
Head Coach Aaron Kia Paoli, stay tuned. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
If there's one thing we all share, it's that our lives are all unique. At Raymond James, we believe that's worth celebrating, because financial planning isn't just about numbers and figures. It's about creating the life you envision. So whether you're building a future or preparing for retirement, a Raymond James financial advisor can guide you each step of the way. To learn more, call financial advisors Jamie Sullivan or Jenny Baker at 812-849-2670. Raymond James & Associates Incorporated, member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat low-fill insulation system makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat insulation system by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
As we wrap up the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James. And with tonight's starters, here's Bert Pedigo.
First off for the Lady Rams of Paoli and Coach Aaron Key, 5-10 overall record, 0-1 in conference play. They will start this way with the three forwards in Jada Smith, Kaylin Hannon, and Terriana Burkett. Smith, 5'4", sophomore, averages 2.4. Hannon, 5'7", and a sophomore, averages 12.9. And Burkett, 5'6", and a senior, averages 3.7. The starting backcourt, that will consist of Maddie Vernon and Addie Payton. Vernon, 5'4", senior, averaging 8.4, and Payton, 5'5", and a junior, averaging 4.9. For the Lady Commodores of Perry Central and Coach Sean Schaefer, they come in with a record of 10 wins, 4 losses. They are 1-3 in conference play. They'll start this way with Gloria Summer and Bryn Yeager up front. Summer, 5'7", and a senior. Yeager is 5'9", and a junior, averaging 12 per game. The backcourt will consist of Mason Labhart, Courtney Peter, and Kaya Litherland. Labhart, 5'8", a junior, averaging 18 per game. Peter is a 5'6" sophomore. Litherland is a 5'9" freshman. Offensively, Paoli scores it at 38 per game, giving up 41 on the defensive side. Perry Central scores it at 51 per game, giving up 32 on the defensive end. Your starting lineups tonight, they've been brought to you by Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, and Dave Dedrick will take us through tonight's ball game.
Commodores control the opening tip, and we'll get the first crack at the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Lob it down low into the lane, right side is Yeager. Nice cut down the lane by Labhart, but she loses it, and the ball picked up and stolen by Smith. Jada will bring it the other way with the dribble, gets it into the offensive end. This will be a mostly straight man-to-man defense by the Commodores. Into the high post, down the lane, drives Smith. Scoop shot up, and it rolls off, no good. Tipped around, and the rebound cleared out by Yeager. Yeager will give it off to Labhart, rushes it up to the top of the key, picked up by Payton. Go to the two-guard front. Working his Litherland to the right side to the high post of Yeager. Yeager spins into the lane, nowhere to go. Hands it off out front to Summer, back to Litherland. Litherland down the lane, in from 5 feet, her shot off the glass, no good. Ball tipped around. A lot of players didn't know where it was, and it ended up on the floor before Hannon comes out of there with it for the Rams. Paoli rushes it up court. The Commodores would like a quick pace here tonight, if at all possible. Vernon into the right wing, into a double team, will dribble out of trouble. Rams run the weave out front. Payton bounce pass to Smith to the elbow. Nice pass down in the lane to Hannon. She turns, puts it off the glass, no good. Ball tipped around. Loose, and Labhart has the ball knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. Last touch by Burkhead. It'll be Commodore basketball.
You can see right off the bat, Perry Central aggressive, not only in the full court, but in the half court as well defensively.
Litherland to Labhart to the right of the key. Go to a 2-out, 3-under set to the high post to Yeager. Lets cutters go by to Summer down the lane. A running 10-footer is no good from the right side. Maddie Vernon the rebound, and as Maddie comes out of there, the Commodores, as we mentioned, they will stretch that floor, and they'll come back even off a miss. Reach-in foul going to be called on Gloria Summer.
That foul on Summer, her first and team first. Give it to Paoli, length of the court to go, and as expected, full court pressure being applied.
Hannon needs some help. Still has the ball on the baseline. Pass is going to be deflected by Yeager into the backcourt. Fortunately for Paoli, Yeager touches it last, and it'll be Rams basketball, as Paoli just didn't react well to that pressure.
Well, and just standing around. Nobody was really moving until the players came from front court back.
Hannon along the sideline near the corner. Still needs some help. Finally into Smith, into a double team. Jada will dribble out of some trouble. Injured a knee, it looked like, in the JV, but has bounced back and ready to go here in the varsity contest. Picked up that dribble in the backcourt, a wild pass, stolen by Labhart. Lead pass to Summer. She drives left side, up and good off the glass. Pressure defense, turnover, and points for the Commodores, who lead it now 2-0, 2 minutes into the first quarter of play. Again, full court man-to-man pressure. Hannon in the backcourt, cleared out. She'll bring it up against Labhart. Hesitation move at the timeline. Lost it, got it back. Still loose as Labhart gets a hand on it. Hannon touches it last, and that'll be the second turnover for Paoli.
Okay, Labhart, she's going to be a handful for Paoli tonight. You could tell it just in warm-up. She stands out amongst all of the girls out there. She's probably the best athlete, possibly the best basketball player.
Comes in at 5'8" and a junior, averaging 18 points per contest. 2-0. Commodores on top here in the first quarter of play. Go to a 1-4 set. to the left of the key to Yeager, gets a screen, turns down the lane right side, bumps in to Terriana Burkhead as she got below the free throw line. Contact and a foul called on the Rams.
And that foul will go on Burkhead. That's going to be her first and team first. Good set for Perry Central. She came off the screen and was open.
Underneath, Litherland to the right of the basket on the baseline. Looks for cutters down the lane. Pass it way out high to Peter. Here's Labhart launching three from the right wing. No good. Deep rebound pulled down by Payton. Payton will give it off to Vernon. Rams trail it 2-0 with 5:25 to go in the first quarter of play. Again, full court, man-to-man pressure against the half court. The ball knocked away, stolen in the backcourt. Driving down the right side is Summer, who puts it up and good off the glass. Summer, the steal and conversion, she's got all 4 points, and it is a 4-0 lead. Smith, again, being harassed in the backcourt with that man-to-man pressure, gets it across the timeline, weaves her way through traffic all the way to the baseline. Oh, and then lost the ball off her leg out of bounds, and that's 4 turnovers on Paoli.
Half the reason for the pressure by Perry Central is to speed you up, get you into situations you are uncomfortable in, and they have definitely done that so far against Paoli.
Zappian will come in along with Gracie Berger, the 2 freshmen for the Rams off the bench. See if they can provide a spark here early, down 4-0. Labhart, underhand pass, the high post, Litherland to Yeager on the right wing. Give it off to Peter. Peter steps back, launches a long 3-0, and she banked it off the glass. Courtney Peter, her first three, makes it a 7-0 ball game. Zappian in the backcourt against the full court pressure. The Rams another ball handler, quickly up the left side, breeze all the way to the rim. And a nice, strong move to the basket. The last line of defense was Bryn Yeager. Shot did not go in for Breeza, but she is fouled and will be at the free throw line.
That foul on Yeager, her first and team second. Breeza, she will be quick enough to be able to deal with this pressure, just has to be smart with the basketball when she gets in the front court.
Freshman's free throw, high arcing shot, rattles around and goes in, her first point of the night. Struggles at the line so far has Breeza, just 35%. But that one gives the Rams their first point of the night at the 4:34 mark, 7-1. Commodores on top. Second free throw is up and good. So the Rams finally get on the scoreboard. Now you need to get some stops. As Perry Central will casually walk it up with Labhart running the point. Rams going to drop back into their man-to-man defense. See if they'll want to switch. No, they'll stay in the man-to-man around the perimeter. On the left side with it is Yeager. Give it up out front. Between the circles is Peter. Peter to Litherland. Litherland goes right side to Summer. Bobbled it, got it back. Used up her dribble. Out front to Litherland to the right of the key. Along the spike line to Labhart. Fakes left. Goes right down the lane. Pulls up from 5 feet off the glass. All Rams underneath. Zappy in the rebound. Breeza quickly pushes it up with the dribble. Gets it to the top of the key and will set it up into half court. And a palming violation got to be called on Zappian. That's turnover number 5.
Yeah, she does it, and maybe too much. Every now and then they're going to call it, and they did this time.
Right now the Commodores, Coach Schaefer calling out the fifth play, so if you know what that is, that's what they're going to run. Set it up with 2 guard front. Labhart screen at the right of the key. Nowhere to go to Litherland. Launches 3 on the way, high off the back of the rim. No good. Berger, a strong rebound for Paoli. And Paoli will bring it up, trailing 7-2 with 3:35 to go here in the first quarter of play. Zappian crosses over to the free throw line. Addie Payton, 3 from the left wing, in and out, no good. Labhart has the rebound, turns up court down the right sideline with the dribble all the way to the hoop. Nobody stops her, scoops and scores. Labhart's first 2, and Coach Aaron Key takes time. 3:22 to go, first quarter of play. Commodores on top, 9-2. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Turnovers a problem for the Lady Rams early on tonight, and it really shows not only in that stat, but in shooting stats. Perry Central, 9 field goal attempts so far. Paoli, only 3. Paoli has not made a shot from the field yet tonight.
Zappian works against the full court pressure of the couple of freshmen, but Litherland, the height advantage at 5'9", compared to 5'4". To to Smith on the right wing. Jada looks for cutters. Pass it out front. Ball knocked away. Stolen by Yeager the other way. Works on Berger and dribbles the ball off her foot out of bounds. Rams get a break right there as the Commodores turn it right back over.
Yeah, good job by Berger that time, just keeping pace with the basketball, being an annoyance, if nothing else, and force the turnover with the dribble off the foot.
Vernon and Burkhead back in. Smith and Berger will get a break at the 3:05 mark. Full court man-to-man pressure. Rams trying to get somebody open. Here comes Zappian. Instead, get it into Vernon. Vernon at the free throw line will let everybody clear and brings it up against Litherland. Maddie across the timeline, works it to the left of the key. Kick it out to Peyton. Peyton to the left elbow. High post pass into Burkhead. Out to three for Hannon. Out of the left corner, no good. Rebound pulled down by Summer. Quickly, Labhart the other way to the free throw line. Rams finally stop her. She's looking to get open in a double team. Bounces it back to Summer. Summer puts it up between two defenders from 15. It is no good. And the rebound cleared off by Hannon. Caleb pushes it up to Peyton ahead of the pack. Drives left side. Addie lays it up and good. Her first two. Rams good heads-up move that time to beat the Commodores down, making it a 9-4 ball game with 2:20 to go in the first quarter of play. Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. High post pass. Yeager give it off to Summer. Run the weave out front. Peter down the lane along the free throw line. The Labhart squares up three. Left of the key. It is no good. Deep rebound. Summer, can she save it in the corner? And she does to Litherland. She dumps it off down low to Yeager. Drives in on Burkhead. Muscles her way in. Blocked by Cariana. Yeager gets it back. Put it up. No good. Ball tipped around loose. And Summer will finally come down with it on the baseline. Litherland launches three right at the key. It is no good. And Zappian finally chases it down near the sideline. Breeza quickly up ahead. Here's Hannon. Crosses over down the lane. Up in traffic off the glass. Shot would not go as the Rams force the issue and will be at the free throw line.
And that foul will go on Kaya Litherland. That's going to be her first. Team third. It will result in free throws for Kaylin Hannon.
Hannon on the year steps up, one of the better free throw shooters. In fact, the best at 70%. She and Maddie Vernon are tied. First free throw hits high off the heel of the rim, bounces up and comes down no good. Kaylin will get a second chance. The Rams leading score just under 13 points per ball game. 9-4, the Commodores on top. 1:43 to go in the first quarter. Second free throw by Hannon. Up and good for her first point of the night. Cut that lead down to 4. Labhart will bring it up as they spread it out again. Go to the two-guard front and then three across the baseline. Labhart will work along the perimeter. Give it up to Litherland between the circles. Maya's pass goes to the high post to Yeager. Summer. Summer kick it out in the corner to Peter. Back to Summer at the elbow to Peter. She drives into the free throw line on the left side. Pass deflected right back to her. Litherland with the save to Labhart. Labhart with the dribble. Works to the left of the key. Will pull it back out right along the spike line. Rams a good job in their man-to-man. Perry Central going to reset in their spread offense. Labhart calls out the play. Gives it off to Litherland between the circles. Looking to the high post to Yeager. Yeager to Summer to the left of the key. Summer with the dribble to the free throw line. Turns down the lane. Lost it. Got it back. Put it up in traffic from 10 feet. It is no good. Whistle, though, will be called, and the Rams will be charged with a personal foul.
And all kinds of Paoli girls around the basketball that time. Take your choice on who you want to put it on. They're going to put it on Addie Payton. That's going to be her first and team second.
Free throws for Gloria Summer, and the first is too hard off the back of the rim. The lone starting senior here in this ball game for the Commodores. Again, they are mainly juniors, sophomores, and a ton of freshmen. Second one by Summer. It's too hard, no good. Ball tipped around. It's loose on the floor. Finally, Zappian tracks it down for Paoli. Basket here could get the Rams within two under a minute to go in the first quarter. Hannon gives it off on the left side to Peyton. Peyton works against the man-to-man. Once again, forcing the Rams way out from the basket. Oh, a nice backdoor cut to Hannon. Peyton spots her, and Kaylin lays it up and good off the glass. 9-7 with 35 seconds to go. 3 on the night for Kaylin. Commodores will hold for the final shot. They'll pull the two guards out between the 10-second line and the volleyball spike line. Rams drop their defense back inside the three-point arc. 21 seconds and counting. Labhart just dribbling away the time. Rams will get the ball to start this second quarter unless something strange happens like a jump ball in the final 10. Labhart works it, takes it to the right of the key with the dribble. Hesitation move, turns into the lane, bounce pass into the corner. Peter couldn't get the shot off the Summer, launches three right of the key. It is no good, and that'll be your first quarter of play at the end of one at the Auxiliary Gymnasium of Paoli Junior Senior High School on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Commodores on top, 9-7. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Looking for a reliable landline phone service you can trust? With Orange County Fiber, you'll get crystal clear phone service that's perfect for staying connected. Home or business, we've got plans that fit. Bundle with fiber service or home security monitoring and save every month. Count on the local service you already know and trust with Orange County Fiber. Visit us at www.myremc.coop or call 812-865-2229. Simple, dependable service made just for you.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
They fumbled it. Now the pass is stolen underneath. Out of there with it, Yeager ahead to Labhart. Labhart's down the lane. Spot a cutting Summer, but a nice job by Breeza Zappian to get into that passing lane and deflect it out of bounds.
Shooting percentages through one. Paoli 2 of 6 overall, 33%. They were 0 for 2 on three-point tries. Perry Central, 4 out of 15, 27%.
Long two, Yeager out of the right corner, no good. Rebound pulled down by Smith for the Rams. Smith, Vernon, along with Hannon, Zappian, and Berger out there for Paoli. Summer, Yeager, Labhart, Peter, and Litherland, the 5-4. Perry Central. And there's Labhart with a steal at midcourt, heads down the left side, puts it up with the left hand. Oh, it rolls out, no good, and the rebound cleared out of there by Smith. So the Rams get a break. We'll see Labhart miss many of those. Vernon backs it in with the rebound to the elbow between a couple of defenders to Hannon, dribbles on the baseline, throws up a wild shot on the baseline. Luckily for her, she's going to be bailed out, though, with a foul. Question is, will they call it on the floor, or will they let Taylor shoot a couple of free throws?
Now they're going to call it on the floor, but the foul is trouble for Perry Central because Kaya Litherland has now picked up her second personal foul. That's team foul number 1 here in the quarter.
Checking in, Jerry Craney, 5'7", and a sophomore, wearing number 22 for the Commodores. Pass that ball way out high to Zappian. Zappian between the circles with the dribble. Takes it to the right of the key. To the free throw line. Couldn't get the shot off. Has picked up the dribble. Needs some help. Give it off out front to Smith. Jada with the dribble. Works it right side. Tried to turn the corner. Her pass, though, was knocked away and stolen by Yeager. Turnover number 9 for the Rams, which has been their big issue so far in this first half. Lob it to Litherland on the baseline. Maya in between a couple of players. Forces up a shot. No good. Rebound cleared off by Berger. Rams have done a good job here of limiting, most part, just one and done. Hannon drives right side. Her shot too hard. Down on the weak side rebound is Jada Smith, and turns back on the baseline with a little half hook. Lays it up and good for her first two. And we are tied 9-9. The 6:20 to go here in the second quarter of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Labhart, give and go down the lane to Yeager. She got to the baseline. The help defense comes over from Hannon. However, Kalen will be called for the foul.
That foul on Hannon will be her first and team first. They keep trying to get that ball down low. Labhart, she's been able to create some openings for her teammates with the penetration, and Paoli will have to deal with that as the night goes on.
Litherland right to Labhart in front of the rim. Put it up in traffic. It rolls out no good. Hannon, a strong rebound in traffic, will bring it out with the dribble. Pushes it up to the right of the key to Vernon between the circles. Maddie thought about three, now thought about it again, but didn't pull that trigger. Give it off to Zappian to the left of the key, and the Rams are going to reset against the man-to-man defense from Perry Central. Zappian guarded out by Craney. crosses over, passes to the left of the key. Faking the shot is Vernon to Zappian. Rams running around the perimeter. Zappian with the dribble, look for a backdoor cut, used up her dribble. She needs some help. Finally to Smith to the right of the key. Jada down the lane she goes, splits the defenders. Oh, and she loses it on the way up, and that'll be turnover number 10.
Just deflected as she went down the lane. It went off of her knee and out of bounds. Looked like things were shaping up real good. Just all of a sudden, the ball's out of bounds.
Labhart will bring it up to 5'8", junior. See what the Rams want to do. Looks like they're going to stay in their man-to-man pressure. As out to the right of the key with it is Jaeger. She turns down the lane. Little bump, but no foul. Missed the shot from 5 feet. The ball tipped around, and Zappian in trouble along the baseline. Comes out of there with it, but then she threw a bounce pass that hit the baseline out of bounds.
Substitutions for Paoli. You'll see Addie Payton and Terriana Burkhead checking in, and the two freshmen go out. That's Zappian and Berger.
Litherland to the left of the basket on the baseline looking for cutters. Oh, she's got Labhart on the right side. Labhart was able to pin Vernon on her hip and got good inside position. Shot did not go, so she'll have to earn them at the free throw line.
Yeah, Paoli had help on the inside, but with another player cutting toward that side of the goal, the defense had to go toward it.
9-9, no points yet here in this second quarter as the free throw finally the ice broken by Labhart. She's got 3 on the night, again coming in as the leading scorer with 18 points per contest. She'll try and give the Commodores a 2-point advantage at the free throw line. Second one is on the way. It is up. It's in and out, rattles around and back in. So you can tell she's a good shooter. She got the kind shooter's roll on the road. 11-9 as we near the 5-minute mark of the first half. Payton with pressure in the backcourt guarded by Craney. Down the left sideline she goes, and Craney will be called for the foul as Addie got the ball just over the 10-second line.
Yeah, Addie at first thought, are you calling that foul on me? Because the ref kind of raised the elbow, which, Addie keeps that elbow up when dribbling, but it wasn't on her. It's on Craney instead. That's her first and team second of the quarter.
In the corner to Payton. Will pass it out to Smith between the circles. Down the lane she goes. Jada puts it up with the left hand. Comes up short. No good. Rebound pulled down by Craney. Rams getting some looks, but again, tough shooting luck. Labhart to the left of the key. Into the corner, working with it. The Summer out front to Litherland down the lane. Pass it back out to Labhart. Fakes to the free throw line. Jump stop just below the free throw line. Jaeger fakes, drives right baseline into a double team. Kick it out to Craney. Craney down the lane, puts up a running one-hander off the heel of the rim. No good. High bounce, and Vernon out of there with it for the Rams. And as she tried to come out of a double team, a whistle and a foul going to be called on the Commodores.
Now, both Labhart and Litherland were there. The foul is going to go on Litherland. We'll double-check. They'd say that's just her second and team third of the quarter.
Rams will have the length of the court to go, which means Commodores will set up this full-court man-to-man pressure. We will see zone from time to time, but so far it's been all man-to-man here in this first half of play. Vernon in the backcourt works against Litherland down the left sideline into the offensive end all the way to the baseline. Bobbled it, got it back, and the Rams reset. Payton to the right of the key to Burkhead down the forced a pass in, knocked away and stolen. Quickly Labhart the other way, 3-on-2, but not to her advantage. Spin move down the lane, put it up between a double team. Contact, Labhart goes to the floor, and a foul going to be called on Paoli.
A couple of the Paoli girls there in the vicinity. Let's see who they want to put it on. Looks like it's going to go on Burkhead, 32. That's going to be her second and team third of the quarter.
At the line will be Mason Labhart. Her first free throw is up and good. Lead out now to 12-9 with 4:08 to go. 5 on the night for the leading scorer of the Commodores. Sunday Asbell will see her first action, number 22, 5'6", and a sophomore. She averages just under 1 point per ball game, but will bring some energy to the Rams on the floor. Free throw in and out, no good. Asbell and Litherland fight for it, and Litherland touches it last, and it will go back to the Rams, trailing by 3.
All right, now handle this full court pressure. See if we can't get something going the other way.
Hannon will be triggering it in, comes into Vernon. Rams need to clear out, let Maddie bring it up, and she does across the right sideline into the offensive end. Gets down below the free throw line and reverses it out. Litherland all over her. Vernon gets some separation and will set it up at the point. Working spin move to the top of the key to Smith to the left of the key. Gets a screen. Jada works it from left to right. Now turns inside the arc and pulls it back out. Trying to get the ball to Hannon. Labhart's done a nice job of denying the ball to the Rams' leading scorer in this first half. All kinds of pressure out front near Steele, but here's Hannon turning down the lane. Kick it out to Asbell in the corner. Sunday out front to Payton. Fakes three to the left elbow. Down the lane driving. Hannon looks, now put it up off the hesitation move. Shot rim in and out, no good. Labhart the rebound. Long lead pass. Yeager ahead of the pack, drives right side, lays it up, and good. First run out of the night for the Commodores. First two of the night for Bryn Yeager. Here goes Vernon down the right side, all the way to the rim. Maddie, she answer? No, it spins in and out, no good. Litherland the rebound. On the run, here's Labhart down the right sideline. Labhart to the free throw line, stops, backs out behind the arc, fires it down low in the lane to a cutting Yeager, and Yeager's going to be fouled to the floor. However, she will go to the free throw line.
And that foul is going to go on Jada Smith. That's just her first, but it is team foul number 4 of the quarter, whistled against Paoli.
Rams in a drought here to start this second quarter of play.
Yeah, scored at the 6:26 mark, nothing since.
Free throw by Yeager is up and good. Bryn, 5'9", and a junior. That'll be her third point of the night. 15-9 in favor of the Commodores, much like they did in the first quarter when the Rams then closed it out strong. The tie. Second free throw up and good. 16-9, 2:55 to go on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Hannon needs some help. Finally gives it into Vernon in the backcourt. Rams look to set a screen. They do, and Asbell that time was moving when she tried to help out her teammate, and she'll be called for the personal foul.
That foul on Asbell, that's going to be her first, and will give it over to Perry Central. That's team foul number 5. Offensive foul, though, so no free throws to be taken.
Turnover number 13, though, of the night for the Rams in this first half. Just 2 for the Commodores. Rams have a big advantage in rebounding, but, of course, that's offset by all the turnovers. Litherland out front, kick it out in the corner to Craney, and Craney, she looked to the left and then to the right and drug the pivot foot, and that's turnover number 3.
Yeah, I had the defense flash in the passing lanes. Just as she was getting ready to get rid of it, she decided just to hold on to it and try to get away with that walk, but did not.
Pressure relentless here by the Commodores. Full court man-to-man. We've seen it all game long. 2:40 remaining in the first half. Rams down 16-9 in the basketball. Out front, the ball tipped away from Vernon. Maddie gets it back. Then she's going to be tied up. It's loose on the floor. Asbell digs it out. Then she passes it out. And it's going to be picked up by Craney. And a quick timeout taken by the Commodores. 2:28 to go. 16-9. Perry Central on top. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Well, not a ton of scoring so far here in this second quarter, but the scoring that has come, for the most part, has come from the free throw line for Perry Central. They've gotten there 6 times so far in the quarter, made 5 of the 6, 5 of their 7 points from the line. Paoli just 1 out of 5 from the field so far in this quarter.
Labhart out of the timeout, works to the right of the key. Rams stay in there, half-court man-to-man. Litherland crosses over, give it off down the lane. A running one-hander by Summer up, no good. Fights for a rebound and nearly saved it, but stepped on the end line, and that'll be Rams basketball.
That just gives Perry Central another chance to set up that full-court pressure. Even on misses, they're able to get after it. This time, a dead ball situation.
Zappian will bring it up, working the point. The freshman out high. Works against Craney in the man-to-man. Goes left side to Smith. Jada behind the arc on the left wing, looking, gets a screen from Hannon. Turns, drives left baseline. Shot up from the 5 feet. No good. Rebound pulled down by Craney. Quickly, Litherland the other way to Labhart. Crosses over just below the free throw line. Drives into the lane. Shot is short, no good, but a foul called. And that's going to put Mason Labhart back at the free throw line for the Perry Central Commodores.
And the foul will be the second on Kaylin Hannon. A little bit of trouble there. Double bonus for Perry Central as it is. Labhart will be going to the line to shoot 2. She is 3 out of 4, now 4 out of 5 in the quarter.
high arcing shot makes it a 17-9 ball game on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Cannon will go out with those 2 fouls. Sunday Asbell re-enters the lineup for Paoli. Labhart with 6 on the way. Second free throw rattles around, catches the front of the rim, and spins in for her 7th point of the night. Lead back up to 9 at 18-9. Quickly zapping, long lead pass. Payton dribbles in, right side, shot blocked by Labhart. Addie gets it back, put it up in traffic, blocked again by Labhart. Ball loose on the floor, still loose, and finally Litherland will come out of there with it for the Commodores. Paoli again, a great opportunity. Oh, a nice pass, Labhart. Down low, Summers' short jumper from the left side is no good. Fighting for the ball on the baseline is Summer and Asbell. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Gloria Summer of Perry Central.
Yeah, good job that time by Asbell chasing after it. I think she got a piece of it and knocked it off of the Perry Central girl's leg.
Full court pressure. Asbell needs to get it in. Finally does to Zappian. Zappian brings it back almost to the teeth of the defense. Will let traffic clear. She'll work one-on-one with Craney in the backcourt. Brings it up to the right side. Gets it into the offensive end to set it up to the left wing. Out front to Payton. Payton at the top of the key. Dribbles into the right elbow. Back to Zappian. Zappian steps back along 2 right of the key. Back to the rim. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Yeager to Labhart. Here she comes down the left side with the dribble. Pull up from the left elbow off the back of the rim. No good. Tipped around. Labhart gets her own rebound. She's in a lot of trouble, but able to dish it out to Craney. Back over to Litherland. Her 3 from the left side spins in and out. No good. Yeager on the baseline, down low on the weak side, battling with Jada Smith for that rebound. Ball sails out of bounds, and last touch by Smith of Paoli.
2 teams about the same size. Perry Central may have just an advantage here or there, but they just seem to get every one of those rebounds.
Litherland right back to a wide-open Yeager, who was the dangerous person throwing the ball in. That is 6 for Yeager, and it's 20-9 with 35 seconds to go in the half. Rams need to score here so far. Only that one basket early on in the quarter. Zappian works out high against the man-to-man, gets his screen all the way to the basket, blows by the defender, lays it up and good for her 4th point of the night. Nice finish by the freshman. Makes it 20-11 with 18 seconds to go. Commodores will hold for the final shot. They will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter of play. Out high with it is Mason Labhart between the circles with the dribble. Double high post set. They set the screen as Litherland launches 3 at the top of the key. An air ball. It's going to go out of bounds. Nope. They say it was touched by Paoli.
I don't think that was touched.
I don't believe it was either.
No, she was practically wide open. Yeah, they're going to have to correct that. Not that it's going to do much good because you've only got 1/10 of a second left.
Still should have been the Rams basketball when it was all said and done. Litherland will throw it in and touch it, and Labhart put it up, but no way that'll count. And that'll take us to the halftime break on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Commodores on top, 20-11. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Looking for a reliable landline phone service you can trust? With Orange County Fiber, you'll get crystal clear phone service that's perfect for staying connected. Home or business, we've got plans that fit. Bundle with fiber service or home security monitoring and save every month. Count on the local service you already know and trust with Orange County Fiber. Visit us at www.myremc.coop or call 812-865-2229. Simple, dependable service made just for you.
20-11 as we begin the Whitfield halftime report. Whitfield Investments. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can keep you on track with your goals now and in the future. One tie, no lead changes here in this first half of play. Commodores jumped out to a 7-0 lead as it took the Rams down to the 4:34 mark to finally score their first points. Those were 2 free throws by Breeza Zappian, but the Rams then able to close out the quarter on a 7-2 run to make it a 9-7 ball game at the quarter break. Paoli scores the first basket of the second quarter from Jada Smith, and we're tied 9-9. But then a parade to the free throw line. In fact, all the points except one basket coming at the free throw line for the Commodores in that second quarter of play, as the Rams go 6 minutes without scoring from the 6:26 mark down to the 26-second mark. And by that time, the lead was 20-9. And finally, a bucket put up by Zappian made it 20-11. And that's where we stand here at the halftime break. Rebounding, the Rams have a slight lead there, 16 rebounds, 2 offensive boards. The Commodores, 13 rebounds total and 4 second-chance opportunities. Big discrepancy, though, is turnovers. The Rams with 15 turnovers here in the first half compared to just 3 for the Commodores. And the Commodores lead it on the Whitfield Investments halftime report, 20-11. When we continue, we'll take a look at team and individual stats from the first 2 quarters of play. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Well, we're at the half right now. The Lady Commodores of Perry Central, they're enjoying the way things are going, leading Paoli 58-55 here at the half. As the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we take a look at some of the individual and team stats from first half action. Looking at shooting percentages, Paoli shoots just 25% in the half, 4 of 16 overall, 25%. They were just 2 out of 10 in that second quarter of play.
Bert, you gave the Duke U of L score.
That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at.
Everybody's going to go, what?
Yeah. Well, halftime score here is 20-11. Perry Central out in front. Let's close that. I'm not going to even look because they're starting to fall behind. All right, shooting percentages, again, Paoli just 25%, 4 of 16 overall. They were 3 out of 4 from the free throw line, 75%, 0 for 2 from three-point range. As far as Perry Central is concerned, they shoot 6 of 28 overall, 21%. They were just 2 out of 13 in that second quarter of play. It included in that 6 of 28 overall figure is 1 out of 8 three-point shooting for Perry Central, just 13% there. Where they got a good chunk of their points was at the free throw line, making 7 of 10 in the first half, 70%. They were 7 of 8 in the second quarter of play. 20-11, that is your official halftime score here at Paoli as the Lady Rams trail it by 9. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Looking for top-notch fuel that keeps your engine running smoothly? Pull into Riley Oil, your trusted supplier of marathon fuels. With convenient locations in Paoli, Orleans, and Hardinsburg, we've got you covered. Enjoy the ease of paying at the pump 24/7 or swing by Paoli where we'll pump the gas for you. Grab a snack and drink and be on your way with Riley Oil, fueling your journey every mile of the way.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call today and tell us that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Halftime report continues. Paoli, right now, the Lady Rams trailing Perry Central by a score of 20-11. looking at first half stats as far as individual scoring is concerned, Paoli is balanced, just not near enough of it. Breeza Zappian, she leads the way with 4 points, 2 in each of the quarters. Kaylin Hannon, who picked up her second foul late in the second quarter, she has 3 points, and then 2 points apiece for Addie Payton and for Jada Smith. As far as Perry Central is concerned, Mason Labhart, she leads the way with 7 points, 5 of those in the second quarter of play. 6 points for Bryn Yeager, each of those points in the second quarter. Then 4 for Gloria Summer and 3 for Courtney Peter. Scores by the quarters, Paoli outscored in the first quarter by a margin of 9-7. Perry Central also won the second quarter by a margin of 11-4. That gets us to our halftime score of 20-11. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we will get you ready to go with second half action as the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
When you become a member at Hoosier Hills Credit Union, you're not just banking locally, you're investing in your community. We provide checking and savings accounts, loans for cars and homes, and smart financial advice. But beyond our walls, Hoosier Hills donates money and service hours to strengthen our communities by supporting youth programming, animal welfare, homeless shelters, local events, and more. Join Hoosier Hills and partner with a financial team that's as invested in your community as you are. Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Belong to something more. Visit HoosierHills.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
When you suffer the loss of a loved one, you can count on the Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli. They have a 55-year history of serving the needs of families in Orange and surrounding counties. They provide only the best professional services in the most compassionate manner to care for you during this difficult time. You can always count on the Dillman Scott Funeral Home as generations of families have done for many years. Call 812-723-2276 today. We're here when you need us the most. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
Looking for top-notch fuel that keeps your engine running smoothly? Pull into Riley Oil, your trusted supplier of marathon fuels. With convenient locations in Paoli, Orleans, and Hardinsburg, we've got you covered. Enjoy the ease of paying at the pump 24/7 or swing by Paoli where we'll pump the gas for you. Grab a snack and drink and be on your way with Riley Oil, fueling your journey every mile of the way.
Just about ready for second half action as the Whitfield Investments halftime report wraps up. We take a look at the foul situation. Not too many big concerns for either of the teams. The concerns for Paoli are with Kaylin Hannon and Terriana Burkhead. They each picked up 2 fouls in the first half. For Perry Central, the Lady Commodores, Maya Litherland, she picked up 2 fouls in that first half. She's the only one with any issues as far as Perry Central is concerned. Lady Rams of Paoli got to take better care of the basketball. Too many turnovers in that first half of play. Too many second chance opportunities for Perry Central as well. So turnovers and rebounds, always 2 of the keys that you look at as far as the coaches are concerned, and each in favor of Perry Central through the first 2 quarters.
Whitfield Investments. Call Whitfield Investments at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can keep you on track with your goals now and in the future. Perry Central, they went to almost the whole half without substituting until they got into that foul trouble. And Craney came in, so only 6 players have seen action so far for Coach Schaefer. Starting this third quarter, it'll be Gloria Summer, Bryn Yeager, Mason Labhart, Courtney Peter, and Maya Litherland. Rams will go with Maddie Vernon, Addie Payton, Jada Smith, Terriana Burkhead, and Kaylin Hannon. So the both starting 5s out there. Rams open up in their half-court man-to-man. Oh, a great job by Payton to come in on that help side to tie up Yeager at the right elbow, and now to give the ball over to the Rams.
Oh, she was just standing there. Addie said, well, if you're not going to protect the basketball, I'm going to try to take it away, and got it away with the jump ball call.
Again, full court pressure like we saw all first half. We'll see more of the same here. See if they being Perry Central, might switch it up from time to time. It was straight man-to-man. Vernon around her defender, kick it off on the left baseline. Jada lost it and got it caught on her hip and took a little hop, and that'll be a travel.
Yeah, got it just deflected just as she was picking it up and couldn't stop her momentum. That turns it over, and another opportunity gone for Paoli.
Rams trail by 9 with 7:30 to go in the third. Labhart to the right of the key to Litherland. Litherland between the circles with the dribble, looking to the right side instead, reverses it over to Summer, to Yeager, back to Summer, out front. James checked in. Actually, Paisley James gets her first three of the night off the bench. James, another freshman at 5'6", and makes her presence known right out of the gate here in this third quarter, 23-11, and on a lot of double teaming going on, and right there is Smith caught him one of those traps right in front of the Commodore bench. It's going to be a jump ball. Arrow, though, now in favor of Perry Central.
I tell you, they are about as aggressive with that full court defense as any team we've seen so far this year, and they put the clamps on you.
Out front, Labhart, give it off to Litherland along the volleyball spike line, high post pass to Yeager, off the screen. Meant for James. Instead, it went right to Litherland in the face, so give it off to Summer and reset. Labhart fakes three, dribbles all the way in the lane, ball slapped away, gets it back, and somehow got a shot up in a double team, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vernon. Maddie quickly the other way with the dribble. Slows it up in the offensive end to Peyton. Peyton fakes, dribbles down the lane. Baseline, her pass knocked away. Stolen. Labhart quickly the other way. 2-on-2. Labhart going to drive in. Veers to the right. Lays it up and good off the glass. She's got 9. Halfway to her average, and it's 25-11. Timeout taken by the Rams. Commodores on top, 25-11. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
Springer Insurance is proud to support our Paoli Rams as they work toward a successful season. The hard work that goes into training and preparation is something we truly value. Mark, Daniel, Thomas, and Greg will work with our team at Indiana Farmers Insurance to find the best coverage for your home, auto, farm, or business. Visit us at Springer Insurance in Orleans or call 812-865-3133. We love taking care of customers as much as we love our Rams. Go Rams!
Quick start to the third quarter for the Lady Commodores of Perry Central. Minute and a half into the quarter, they've already put up 5 points. Paoli has yet to get a shot attempt and trail it by 14 now at 25-11.
Commodores continue full court man-to-man pressure. Vernon trying to dribble out it along the baseline. Still Labhart all over her. The ball tipped away. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Rams basketball. As Paoli, all kinds of problems in the backcourt.
And having it knocked out of bounds, a break for Paoli, because that 10-second count had already reached at least 5 or 6, and she was still on the baseline.
Hannon looking for somebody to get open, finally gets it into Vernon. Vernon right back to Hannon down the right sideline. Kaylin goes, but her pocket picked out of there on the steal by Labhart. Labhart 2-on-2, crosses over, spin move down the lane, right side, off the heel of the rim, softly up and through the net. Labhart the steal and finish, 25-11. 6 minutes to go here in the third 27-11 with 6 minutes to go. Hannon down the right sideline, gets it across the timeline, finally to Peyton. The Rams just need to settle down here and get under control on the baseline with it. Addie Peyton will work it right around the three-point arc, goes down the lane, puts up a running one-hander way off the mark. No good. Rebound pulled down by James. James will let traffic clear to Labhart. Labhart across the timeline to the right of the key. She crosses over, kick it out into the corner. Summer launches a three from the left side up and good. Gloria Summer with 7, and it's 30-11. Commodore starting to break this game open in the third. Vernon right at the 10-second line in a double team, finds Peyton, dribbled it off her foot, but quickly right there is James to reach in. James had some basketball, but also had some arm as well.
That foul, let's see, on James, and that's going to be her first and team first of the quarter.
Frieza Zappi and the freshman checks in. Terriana Burkhead will come out for the Rams. Paoli will have it along the baseline to the right of their basket at the 5:18 mark on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Into the corner right side, Hannon has it. Get it back out to Peyton. Into the corner to Vernon. She's going to launch three from the right side. Back of the rim, no good. Chased down in the corner by Litherland. Litherland finds Labhart, and up the court she comes with the dribble. All the way below the free throw line, kick it out to James. Her three right side, back of the rim, no good. Deep rebound going to be tracked down, though, by Yeager at the spike line to give the Commodores a second chance. Labhart on the right side against the man-to-man, picked up by Zappian. Labhart with the dribble between the circles, give it off. Summer running the weave to Litherland, right side to Yeager. Yeager in the short corner puts up a 15-footer and buries it. Bryn Yeager with 8. Good balanced scoring tonight again by the Commodores. 32-11. 4:35 to go in the third quarter. Zappian in the backcourt working against the pressure, guarded by Paisley James, the 5'6" freshman. A couple of freshmen going at it. Here's Breather down the lane, put a running one-hander up off the glass, no good. Rebound, Litherland, out to Labhart, one-on-one against Payton, stops, puts it up with the left hand, and good. Labhart, just a great offensive player, now 13 points, and it's 34-11. Hannon the other way. Hannon working on Labhart, gets down the lane, put a spin move up off the glass, and it finally goes in. It had a chance to come out of there, but didn't. That's 5 on the night for Hannon. Breaks the drought finally at the 4:01 mark to make it 34-13. 3:55 and counting in the third. Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. James has it to the right of the key to Litherland, around the perimeter to Summer. High post, James flashes there, wide open 10-footer, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Coming out of there with it is Smith for Paoli. Rams get a stop, see if they can take advantage of it. Trailing by that 34-13 margin. Cleared out for Hannon, go to the 1-4 set down low. Kalen to the left elbow, handed off to Vernon. She's got a wide open 15-footer and buries it for her first 2 of the night. So good offensive set by the Rams to get a wide open jumper. 34-15, 3:20 and counting. Rams extend their defense 1-2-2. Labhart into the high post, give it off to Yeager in the corner to Summer. Summer to the left elbow to Litherland, fakes, dribbles in the lane, puts up a 15-footer, it rims in and out, no good. Hannon has the rebound for Paoli. She takes it up the right side with the dribble, cut off by Labhart in the offensive end. Kalen keeps the dribble alive, give it off in the corner to Smith. Smith working one-on-one against Summer, gets to the right elbow to the free throw line, needs some help. The ball picked away and knocked away and stolen from behind by Labhart. Dribbles down the lane, left side, spin, move back into the lane, and shot no good. Gets her own rebound, dumps it off to James on the right side, and she'll pass it out to Yeager. Yeager down the lane, up and good off the glass. So the Commodores keep it going. That's 10 for Yeager, and a timeout taken by Coach Aaron Key. 2:37 to go in the third, and all Perry 36-15. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jeremy Payton, your Bedford Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Edward Jones and Jeremy Payton is a proud sponsor of high school sports on WUME. For all of your investment needs, call Jeremy Payton or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
An impressive third quarter for the Lady Commodores of Perry Central. They start off shooting 7 of 11 from the field. That's going to get you a lead, and if you've already got one, it'll build it up. And right now it stands at 21 points in favor of Perry Central over Paoli.
Rams the length of the court to go against the full court pressure. Back it off just a bit, and Zappian will bring it up uncontested. Finally get everybody set, and the Commodores come out into a 1-2-2 half-court trap. Left side to Vernon on the wing, looking, takes it to the baseline, turns in, knocked away by James out of bounds. It'll be Rams basketball.
And just look, when it looks like they're going to pull off the pressure, they pull it off full court, but then in the half court, they're going to exert some pressure, a zone type of half-court trap.
Inbounds pass to Hannon, back to the man-to-man, crosses over on Labhart on the baseline into a double team. Now turns, has a wide-open shot from 15. No good. Rebound pulled down by Yeager. Yeager to Labhart. Labhart rushes it up, pulls it up, dump it off to James right side, blocked by Hannon. Labhart gets it right back, though, and lays it up and in one motion. Labhart with 15 on the night, same amount as the Rams. With 2 minutes to go in the third on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Commodores go back to their straight half-court man-to-man. Frieza Zappian running the point. Rams overload on the left side. Zappian spins to the right elbow. Kick it out to Vernon. Vernon fakes 3 drives on the baseline, and a foul going to be called before she could get down to the 3-second area, and that will stop play at the 1:43 mark.
That foul will be on Maya Litherland. That's going to be her third, team second of the quarter. Substitution for Paoli. Gracie Berger will see her first action of the quarter. And Addie Payton goes out. Jada Smith also going out as Sunday Asbell also checks in.
Rams along the baseline, go right across the baseline, lob it out high. Hannon has it top of the key, pulls it back out, one dribble, launches, three straight away, front of the rim, back to the rim, spins in and out, no good. Who else? Laphart has the rebound in traffic, brings it out with the dribble, goes coast to coast. So the Euro step in the lane, put it up, no good. Foul will be called, and that'll put Mason Laphart back at the free throw line.
And Kaylin Hannon frustrated with the foul call against her. That's going to be her third, team first of the quarter. And Laphart, who made, 5 out of 6 in the second quarter, she's up there again at the line.
Free throw is up and good. Again, she is just a junior. Commodores really short-handed as one of their main players from last year, a young lady that had been a starter in Wiley Parr, tore an ACL at the end of volleyball and was projected to be a starter, but had to revamp, did Coach Schaefer, and so far his team's starting to round out despite that loss. Second free throw is up and good, making it 40-15 with 1:25 to go in the third on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Rams double high post settle, a great screen. Here's Vernon driving left side, gets to the rim. James came over with some help defense. There's contact, and that will put Maddie at the free throw line.
A foul on Paisley James, her second and team third. It'll put Vernon to the free throw line. Been a while since Paoli has been to the line. They went there 4 times in the first quarter, none since.
Maddie breaks that streak as she gets that free throw to go. Just her third point of the night, coming in, averaging over 8 points a game and hitting 70% at the free throw line. Second one is too hard, no good. Deep rebound, pull down. Laphart the other way. Long lead pass. All alone, James ahead of the Packers. Shot short, no good. Gets her own rebound, put it up and in. Paisley James, 5 off the bench, all in this quarter, and it's 42-16 with 1 minute to go in period number 3 at the Auxiliary Gymnasium of Paoli Junior Senior High School. Commodores out in control. Out front, Vernon pass knocked away and stolen. Who else? Here's Laphart driving left side all the way in. Left hand lays it up and good off the glass.
She's got 19.
That's the 21st turnover of the night for Paoli. Under 40 seconds to go here in this quarter. Vernon against the half-court man-to-man pressure. Give it off to Asbell to the left of the key. Asbell to Burkhead. Burkhead 3 straight away. Shot no good off the heel, but Sunday right there to lay it up and in. Asbell, a good job. Gets her first 2 of the night. Makes it 44-18. Rams extend their full-court pressure. Lob it way up to Yeager. Comes right side to Summer. Back to Yeager, who lays it up and good. Nice job attacking that 12 on the night for Yeager, and that is her average. 46-18 with 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Rams got to have a sense of urgency here. Zappian across the timeline. Works it, gets a screen out high to the left of the key to Vernon off the screen. Going to launch a 3. It's short and no good. And that'll be the third quarter of play as Perry Central extends their lead in period 3 to 46-18 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Commodores take a 46-18 lead into the fourth quarter of play in this PLAC matchup at Paoli Junior Senior High School's Auxiliary Gymnasium. A game that was close through the end of one quarter, but then Commodores got to the free throw line in the second quarter, able to gap it out at the half, and then extend that lead with their defense here in this third quarter of play as Rams a big hole to dig out of in the final 8 minutes, trailing 46-18. It'll be Breeza Zappian along with Kaylin Hannon, Terriana Burkhead, Sunday Asbell, and Jada Smith. It'll be Maya Litherland along with Mason Labhart. We see Courtney Peter back in there along with Gloria Summer and Bryn Yeager, the starting five. Here's Zappian turning the corner, right side, drives and lays it up and good. 6 on the night for Breeza coming in, averaging just over 3 points per ball game. Rams go 2-2-1 full-court pressure in the middle. Burkhead with a steal and give it back over to the Rams. Just the 5th turnover. Here's Hannon crossing over down the lane, goes up, and a foul going to be called as Labhart got there late, reached in, and got her on the arm, and now to put Kaylin Hannon at the free throw line for the Rams.
That foul on Labhart, that's going to be her second and team first of the quarter. Perry Central, that third quarter, they were 11 of 18 from the field, 61%. That's how they built that lead. They're 17 of 46 overall, whereas Paoli is just 7 of 26 from the field.
Free throw by Kaylin is short to start this 2 free throw trip. See if she can cut it in half and make the second one. It is in and out, no good. And Litherland tracks down the rebound near the baseline. Give it up to Labhart. Labhart works it up against the Rams' trapping defense, shovels it over to Litherland. Litherland kick it out in the corner. Moving over is Summer, back to Labhart, to Litherland. Litherland fakes 3 dribbles on the baseline to the short corner on the left side, pass it out front to Labhart. And the Commodores content to run some clock now with 7:10 to go in the game, up 46-20. Right side, Labhart. Down low, her pass, tried to get it into Yeager. Dariana Burkhead thought she had good position.
Yeah.
She did, thanks to a little bit of a push in the back, though.
Yeah, and you could tell just as soon as the push went, she pulled her hands back real quick, not hoping that the official didn't see it, but it was right in front of him. She picks up her third and team first of the quarter.
Yeager on the baseline, give it in to Litherland. Litherland tried to go right back to Yeager, a play they ran in the first half, but the Rams steal it. Labhart tries to come back. There's a scramble at the top of the key, and the possession arrow will give it back over to the Perry Central Commodores after the Rams made a nice play on that defensive end but couldn't stand success.
Yeah, they just didn't give up on the basketball. Perry Central didn't. When they saw it passed real quickly and then down on the floor, they went after it.
This speed from Perry Central, it's nothing but high octane. They go, and go some more. Labhart out high, right along the center circle with the dribble, picked up by Smith. Again, going to be a little bit more easy in the offensive end, slowing things down. As I say that, Litherland drives down the lane, has the ball tipped away and stolen by Smith. Jada the other way between 2 defenders, put it up, shot, no good. Rebound cleared off by Yeager. Yeager will give it off in the backcourt to Labhart. Labhart gets it into the offensive end, doesn't have numbers. Shovels it off to Litherland into the corner to Summer. Summer along the 3-second area to Labhart. Labhart calling out the play. Rams stay in their man-to-man defense. A little 2-out, 3-under offense here for Perry Central. Almost kind of a semi-delay as they have now pulled back the reins just a bit in the offensive end. And they're working around the perimeter to Summer on the baseline to Yeager. Give it back out to Summer between the circles. Labhart, 6 minutes to go in the game. 46-20. Commodores on top. Yeager drives baseline with the pump fake. Got too far underneath the bucket. Put a shot up and hit the bottom of the backboard. Foul, though, going to be called on the Rams. And a couple of players to choose from there by the official.
And regardless of which one they choose, it's going to be the 4th personal foul. And it looks like it will go on Kaylin Hannon. That'll be her 4th and team second of the quarter.
Yeager at the line. Bryn, 5'9", and a junior. Free throw up and good. She's got 13 on the night. Yeager and Labhart have done their normal work, but they've also got great support from their teammates here in this ball game. Coming in, the Commodores average 51 and give up 32, and they're well on their way for both of those numbers here tonight. Second free throw is up and good. 48-20. 5:56 to go. Again, full court man-to-man pressure. Burkhead needs some help. Give it in to Smith in the backcourt. Jado gets a screen. The Rams got to push it up. The ball tipped away. Jada gets it back to Zappian. Rams may have to call timeout to avoid the 10-second. And finally, Zappian just barely got it across.
It was at 11.
Yeah. Zappian handed off. Elbow jumper left side. Addie Payton is up and good from the left side for her 4th point. 48-22. Rams come back in there, 1-2-2 full court pressure. Litherland in the backcourt. The Labhart deflected. Labhart gets it back, dribbles out of trouble, tipped away and stolen. Zappian fires it down low to Smith. Jada put it up. With the left hand, comes up short, no good. Rebound comes out of there with Labhart. Labhart quickly the other way. Bounce pass all alone left side. Summer lays it up and good. Just kind of laying back. Summer gets 9, 50-22. as we near the 5-minute mark of the ball game on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James. All Commodores here tonight. Zappian gets the screen out high, works it right side, off the dribble to Asbell down the lane. Her pass is going to be stolen. Good job by Yeager to step into that passing lane. 23 turnovers for the Rams. Labhart the other way, crosses over, kick it back out to Litherland. Fakes three, give it off around the perimeter to Craney, who checked in at that last break. Litherland to the right of the key. Craney gets a screen from Summer on the left elbow, couldn't use it. Back out to Summer, to Litherland. Right side, Yeager looking for cutters down the lane. Give it up instead out high to Craney. As again, the Commodores running their offense down the lane. Kick it out. Labhart to Yeager. 15-footer right baseline. No good. Ball tipped around. Asbell has it. She's going to be tied up, though, by Summer. And that possession arrow, though, will give it to the Rams.
Well, they've made so many shots this second half. I'd already circled that one as a make. It looked like it was going in. Instead, it comes out. Paoli gets a chance to sub in and out. You got Asbell and Smith going out. Maddie Vernon comes back in, as does Kaylin Hannon. And a whistle. Okay, now we're ready.
Things started. There we go. Right. Near the 4-minute mark of the ball game, 50-22 in favor of the Commodores. Zappian will bring it across the timeline against the man-to-man. 1-4-7 on the baseline. Zappian looking out high, turns the corner, drives in, puts up a running shot off the glass, and good. Breeza with 8 off the bench tonight. Right spot for Paoli, 50-24. 3:50 and counting. Down the left side, Labhart across the timeline all the way to the free throw line. Oh, tried to dump it off in the corner to Summer, but threw it way too high, sailed out of bounds. That'll be 9 turnovers for the Commodores, 6 of them in this second half.
And see if Perry Central doesn't get just a little more disjointed as the game gets later. They're starting to sub in a little bit. They've got length of the court to go, trailing it by 26.
James in, Craney out for Coach Schaefer late in this ball game. Pulling off the full court pressure, but still picking up in the half-court man-to-man. Zappian with a screen on the right side on the wing. Slings it over to the left side on the skip pass. Hannon, one dribble, step back behind the arc. Going to go out of bounds. Maddie Vernon tried to save it, crashes hard into the padded wall and could not do it, and it'll be Commodore basketball.
Yeah, crashed hard, went down hard, comes up with a smile on her face, and now she's ready to play some defense.
Rams extend full court pressure. Lob it near midcourt. Yeager comes down with it. Oh, she palmed it, got away with it. Waits for teammates to join her in the front court and goes cross court to Labhart. Labhart to the left of the key to Litherland. Litherland between the circles. Rams drop back in their man-to-man, running the weave out front. Kick it in the corner to Labhart. Right side, fakes right, goes left, fires in the lane. As Burkhead got a hand on it, and she was the last one to touch it. That pass intended for Bryn Yeager.
One of the few near steals that Paoli's been able to get in the half court, as Burkhead anticipated the pass and was there, just couldn't control it.
Litherland comes into Yeager. Yeager bounced pass to Summer between the circles, right side to James. James played well off the bench here tonight. Down the lane, Labhart stops, kick it out to James. 15-footer right baseline shot, no good. Is short. Trying to save it as James, she does, but throws it right back in to Addie Payton for Paoli. Quickly Vernon into the offensive end to Burkhead. Behind the arc right side to Vernon on the wing. Vernon against the man-to-man with 2:40 to go. Vernon with the dribble in front of the Rams bench to Hannon down low. Oh, they got all alone. Carry out of Burkhead. Defense breaks down on the baseline, and it cost them first two of the night for Terriana, 50-26. Into the middle, James has it against the press. Kick it out into the corner, left side, down the lane, running a Summer, put up a 15-footer, rolled around the rim, and it went in for her 11th point of the night. Third player to be in double figures here for the Commodores. 52-26 with 2:10 to go in the ball game. Maddie Vernon out high along the spike line. Rams set it up, go to the double high post set. Right side, Vernon with the dribble, keeps it alive, gets the screen, works it to the left side of the free throw line, looking down low, can't get it to Hannon. Out front to Zappian between the circles. Breeza into the lane. Here's Burkhead. Got her defender pinned on her hip, put up a 14-footer straight away. No good. Summer has the rebound for the Perry Central Commodores and give it off to Labhart with 1:40 to go in the game. Commodores up 52-26. Out front, Labhart, and a timeout going to be taken, but Coach Schaefer, I think, just wants to use this timeout maybe for substitution, but we will get a timeout. 1:37 to go, all Commodores 52-26. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Looking for a bank that actually puts you first? Then it's time to meet Springs Valley Bank and Trust Company, where banking feels a little more human. Whether you're saving for a rainy day, chasing your first home, or planning that someday retirement dream, we've got your back every step of the way. Enjoy personal service, local decisions, and real people who care about your goals. Stop by your local Springs Valley Banking Center or visit us online at svbt.bank to get you started. Loyal to you, your family, and your future. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Rams of Paoli down by a pretty good amount. Still playing hard, though, getting after it offensively, defensively. Just haven't gotten enough shots to fall. This quarter, though, they have actually made 4 field goal attempts, and that's more than half of what they had made through the first 3 quarters.
Checking back in, Courtney Peter at that break, the sophomore. She's a starting forward on this team. Rams go to their half-court zone trap on the baseline. Driving is Scarlett Harris, who just checked in. She lost it. However, saved there by Zorn. Give it up on a long 3, put up and good by Courtney Peter. So Peter, 55-26 with that 3-point bomb with 1:15 to go in the ball game. Out high with the basketball. Hannon works on the right side to Vernon. Vernon one dribble, thought about 3, but the defense quickly covered on her. Down low to Burkhead. The ball is tipped away. It's loose on the floor. Litherland goes down with Burkhead on the tie-up. Possession arrow, though, will give it back over to the Commodores of Perry Central. At 33, Emily Llewellyn, the 5'7" junior, will come in, and going out will be Courtney Peter. Full court pressure by the Rams. Lob it up there near midcourt. Pulling it down is Harris. Harris into the offensive end. She's in a double team, needs some help. Looking, coming along on the baseline. Along the 10-second line. And J.C. Zorn bobbled it. It went off her foot into the backcourt, and she touched it. That's over and back. And it will be Rams basketball with 55 seconds to go.
All right, let's just switch sides. They were going to bring it in over here in front of us. They'll go across to near the Paoli bench. They'll bring it in from there.
Paisley James checks back in. She has seen a lot of action in the second half and had a really good third quarter off the bench. 1-4 set. Vernon backs in her defender to Hannon. Hannon steps back on the wing, dumping down low. Burkhead on the baseline. Her short jumper is no good. Ball tipped around, and Harris comes out of there with the rebound. Commodores James, her pass is going to be deflected and stolen. Back the other way come the Rams with Hannon. The free throw line, and got a little bit her back to the basket and just got caught in between steps, and she'll be called for a travel.
Yeah, Zorn kind of reached in trying to grab at the basketball, and Hannon didn't want her taking it away, just had to kind of grab a hold of it.
Full court pressure in the backcourt. Zorn has it. Down the baseline, give it up to James, and James's pass is nearly stolen by Hannon, and runs out of room right in front of the bench of Perry Central with 25.5 seconds to go, and the Commodores up 55-26. Zorn to throw it in, needs some help. Finally gives it in to James. Rams come out and trap her near the 10-second line. Trap is on, needs some help. And a good bailout that time by Zorn. Zorn works down the right sideline, gets inside the arc, pulls it back out with 14. Zapping on her. Zorn, a good job knowing a double team now to the floor. And Zapping, does she come out of there with it? But I believe, actually, Zorn touched the ball while being out of bounds.
Yep, Zorn was laying out of bounds, still kind of reaching for the basketball, hoping for a jump ball, but she's out of bounds, and that gives it over to Paoli.
Just 7.2 seconds to go on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Just going to run out the string as Zappian will bring it up court. Gets it to the right elbow down the lane, puts up a shot in traffic. No good. Ball going to go out of bounds, and that'll be your ball game. As the Perry Central Commodores, after a tight first quarter, gap it out in the second quarter and then break it wide open in the third quarter and post the 55-26 win over the Paoli Rams on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Commodores now won 4 in a row. They improved to 11-4 and 2-3 in conference play. The Rams fall to 5-11 and 0-2 in PLAC action. We'll come back to the Auxiliary Gymnasium of Paoli Junior Senior High School and begin the Buddy's Food and Fuel postgame show. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
No two of us are exactly alike. That's why you need a financial advisor with the freedom to focus on the details that make your life your own, your family, the dreams that inspire you. Whatever your goals, you need an advisor who can create a plan uniquely tailored to you, all backed by the sophisticated resources of Raymond James. To learn more, call financial advisors Jamie Sullivan or Jenny Baker at 812-849-2670. Raymond James and Associates Incorporated, member New York Stock Exchange SIPC.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat Low-Fill Insulation System makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat Insulation System by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
An impressive conference win on the road for the Perry Central Lady Commodores tonight here at the Auxiliary Gymnasium of Paoli Junior Senior High School. They down the Rams on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, 55-26. As we begin the Buddy's Food and Fuel postgame show, Buddy's Food and Fuel on North Gospel Street in Paoli. One tie in this ball game, no lead changes. Commodores jumped out to a quick 7-0 lead. Paoli, though, able to battle back and get to within two at the quarter break, 9-7. And, in fact, the Rams got the first basket of the second quarter to make it a 9-9 ball game. But then it was a parade to the free throw line for much of that second quarter for the Commodores, and they were able to gap it out to a 20-9 lead as the Rams go 6 minutes without scoring in that second period of play, and the lead was 20-11 at the halftime break. Commodores came out. They were ready to play in that third quarter. They opened up on a 14-0 run to break this game wide open, 34-11, as the Rams go almost 4 minutes without scoring before they finally get a bucket by Kaylin Hannon at the 4:01 mark to make it 34-13. But that lead continued to extend at the end of the third quarter. It was 46-18. It was just a matter of what it was going to be there in that fourth and final quarter of play, and your final score comes out to 55-26 in favor of the Perry Central Commodores. The Commodores, they win the rebounding battle. In fact, the Rams had the advantage at the half, but the Commodores come out and do a good job in that third and fourth quarter as they finally out-rebound the Rams 30-20. Paoli, of those 20 rebounds, 3 of them were second-chance opportunities for the Commodores, 30 total rebounds, and 9 on the offensive glass. Problem tonight for the Rams, 25 turnovers, 15 in the first half, 10 in the second half. Commodores, first half, they took great care of the basketball. Coach Schaefer will be happy with that with 3 turnovers. Then things got a little sloppy late in the game when some of the other subs came in, and Commodores ended up with 10 turnovers in that second half for a game total of 13. But it was their full-court pressure defense, the big key here tonight, as they just harassed the Rams from one baseline to the other, making it difficult for the Rams to get open looks and get into their offense, and the Commodores win it 55-26. When we continue with the Buddy's Food and Fuel postgame show, we'll take a look at team and individual stats. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Tired of slow internet and weak Wi-Fi? Get connected with Orange County Fiber, your local reliable fiber internet service. With powerful parental controls, device prioritization, and built-in cybersecurity, your whole family can browse, stream, and game with confidence. And that's not all. Some plans even include indoor and outdoor cameras or video doorbells for extra peace of mind. Call Orange County Fiber at 812-865-2229. Fast, safe, and smart internet for your home or business.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Commodores pick up their 11th win of the season here tonight on the road, and of course with that, their second conference win of the year as well, as they improve to 11-4 and 2-3 as they defeat the Rams here tonight, 55-26. Bert, we've seen some good teams, and this Commodore team ranks right up there with them. At least tonight they did.
Yeah, they played really well tonight. Look good, especially defensively, and they've got two or three of the girls that can really score the basketball, especially Laphart. She's going to be a handful for whoever plays them, regardless. As you look at some of the stats, they are tilted in Perry Central's favor, of course, but not as bad as what it could have been, I guess. When you look at shooting percentages overall, Paoli wound up shooting 11 of 36 overall, 31%. 7 of their 11 field goals made were in the second half of play. Fourth quarter was the best of the night. They made 4 of 10 field goal attempts for 40%. Included in that 11 of 36 overall figure is 0 for 7 three-point shooting for Paoli tonight. Just could not get a three-point shot to fall. Free throws, Paoli started off well enough, made 3 of 4 in the first quarter, but they finished just 4 of 8 on the night, 50% at the free throw line. They were 1 of 4 in the second half of play. As far as Perry Central is concerned, they shoot 39% on the night, 20 of 51 overall. That includes 3 out of 5 in the fourth quarter of play. Their best quarter was that third quarter, making 11 out of 18 from the field. Included in the 20 of 51 overall figure is 4 out of 12 three-point shooting for Perry Central tonight, 33% there. They were 1 out of 1 in the fourth quarter. And at the free throw line, Perry Central, 11 of 14 overall, 79%, 2 out of 2 in that fourth quarter of play. 55-26, that was your final tonight as Perry Central defeats the Lady Rams of Paoli. We'll take a break, come back, and when the Buddies Food and Fuel postgame show continues, we'll be taking a look at some of the individual totals from tonight's ball game. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mixed asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Tired of slow internet and weak Wi-Fi? Get connected with Orange County Fiber, your local reliable fiber internet service. With powerful parental controls, device prioritization, and built-in cybersecurity, your whole family can browse, stream, and game with confidence. And that's not all. Some plans even include indoor and outdoor cameras or video doorbells for extra peace of mind. Call Orange County Fiber at 812-865-2229. Fast, safe, and smart internet for your home or business.
Again, your final tonight at the Auxiliary Gymnasium. Lady Rams of Paoli come up short on the scoreboard, losing it 55-26. The Buddies Food and Fuel postgame show continues as we take a look at the individual scoring from tonight's ball game for Paoli. Nobody in double figures. Breeza Zappian, she got as close as anybody with 8 points on the night. Off-night shooting for Kaylin Hannon as she made just 2 of her, 6, 8, 9 field goal attempts. Also had 1 out of 4 free throws for 5 points. 4 points for Addie Payton, 3 for Maddie Vernon, 2 apiece for Terriana Burkhead and for Sunday Asbell. As far as Perry Central is concerned, they have 3 players in double figures. Mason Labhart leads the way with 19, Bryn Yeager with 14, 11 for Gloria Summer, then 6 points for Courtney Peter, and 5 points off the bench for Paisley James. Scores by the quarters, Paoli down after 1, 9-7. Second quarter, Perry Central outscores Paoli 11-4. They led it 20-11 at the half. Third quarter, big quarter for Perry Central. They outscore Paoli 26-7 and led it 46-18 after 3. And the fourth quarter, Perry Central wins that by a margin of 9-8 and win it 55-26. Well, we'll take another break. When we come back with the Buddies Food and Fuel postgame show, Coach Aaron Key will be in for a few comments. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Springer Insurance is proud to support our Paoli Rams as they work toward a successful season. The hard work that goes into training and preparation is something we truly value. Mark, Daniel, Thomas, and Greg will work with our team at Indiana Farmers Insurance to find the best coverage for your home, auto, farm, or business. Visit us at Springer Insurance in Orleans or call 812-865-3133. We love taking care of customers as much as we love our Rams. Go Rams!
Need a quick bite or cold drink or fuel for the road? Head to Betty's Food and Fuel, right across from Walmart at 656 North Gospel Street in Paoli. We're locally owned and operated and open Monday through Saturdays from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sundays from 6 to 10 p.m. Enjoy competitive gas, daily food specials, a hot deli, fresh wraps, salads, and cold sandwiches. Need an ATM or lottery ticket? We have both. Find us on Facebook at Betty's Food and Fuel. For questions, call 812-203-0227. Betty's Food and Fuel, the one-stop shop.
Buddy's Food and Fuel postgame show continues here tonight from the Auxiliary Gymnasium of Paoli Junior Senior High School. Commodores defeat the Rams in conference play 55-26 your final. And Coach Aaron Key joins us now. And, Coach, one of those, man, they followed their scouting report. They were exactly who you said they were going to be.
Yeah, they just pressure you from the beginning, full court. And, I thought they did a really good job taking Kaylin away. We couldn't get the ball to her, but just from the beginning from our press break, and we talked about it in there. Played pretty good the first half. Contained 15. Knew where she was at. We talked. We were switching that, going under everything, trying to force jump shots. And then second half comes out, and I think we were tired physically, but more importantly mentally. And we stopped talking, and next thing you know, when we're not switching and not getting through screens, either one, she's getting to the rim. And then we just did a really poor job finding her in transition. I think I had her 12 points in the third quarter alone. She really opened it up, and then a couple girls hit some threes too. But, we against that pressure, we just have to do a much better job of doing the little things, setting our cuts up, setting better screens, because we couldn't run an offense tonight. And, next thing you know, you're out at the volleyball line or even half court, and we're not holding anybody off, and we can't run our offense, and, we're not much of a threat from 25 feet away. So we just have to do a much better job at those little things because we're going to see pressure, right. And, again, like I told the girls, it's not like they just came out and said, we're going to try to pressure Paoli and see what happens. I mean, that's their team, and that's what they do, and they did a really good job of it. But 17, I think we had 17 turnovers. And that's way too many to begin with, but then they turned into points too. Right. And it's just hard to dig out of a hole when you're turning it over at the top of the key, and then it's just a foot race to the end, and they're hitting layups like that. So that third quarter really got out of hand quickly after I thought we played a pretty decent first half, even though we still struggled to score. Right. And got some looks, but they probably shot double the amount of shots of us, and then they were crashing the boards. And that team just plays really hard. And I thought they did a nice job taking us out of what we wanted to do tonight.
Well, a game, as you mentioned, Coach, free throws a big difference there in that second quarter. If they kept them off the line, it'd been much closer. You never know what happens. But as you mentioned, they came out ready to play in that third period.
Yeah, they did. And, you can't come out flat. We talk about the first 3 minutes of the game, first 3 minutes of the third quarter, and, just to kind of reset that tone and how the pace of the game is going to be. And we came out really flat to start the second half, and next thing you know, they've stretched it out, and, it's hard to get back in it after that. But, the second half, I thought we finally did a better job of getting to the rim a little bit more, handling that pressure. And we just have to do a better job, too. If we're not going to beat them off the dribble and get to the rim, we've got to pass and backdoor and fill in. But we can't just dribble up at the top like that. So, again, just better movement. But, again, we have to get better against that pressure. And we talked about it. It starts in practice. We got to start pressuring each other in practice and trying to simulate some of these game-like situations. And we got to start making it tougher on each other. So hopefully we'll come in and, we'll get better, and the girls will take a step up as far as trying to get better in practice so we can translate it to a game.
Thought a bright spot was to play a Breeza off the bench tonight for you.
Yeah, and that's the ability Breeza has. She can take you off the dribble a little bit and beat that pressure. So I thought she did do a good job. She ends up with 8 and leads us. And again, almost everybody scored, but just not near enough. So. And then the Lab Hart girl ends up with 19. I think 12 of them was in the third. So we just have to do a much better job of playing a full game and then stopping the ball in transition. And the second half we didn't do that.
Well, it won't get any easier, Coach, come Thursday night when we're back here with Crawford County.
We are, and, a quick turnaround. Don't think they're going to pressure as much as that. They are going to pressure a little bit, though, and they've got some size. But hopefully we can regroup, come back, and be ready to play a much better game at home against a really good conference and sectional team.
Well, we got 4 in a row. We need to start picking up some of those home wins.
We do, yeah. And, you want to protect home, but, again, that was a really nice team, and we have to come out and play much better.
Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you Thursday.
Hey, thanks, Dave.
You bet. Hey, Coach Aaron Key of the Paoli Rams, they fall here tonight, 55-26. We'll come back to wrap up the Buddy's Food and Fuel postgame show. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summer's seamless guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summer's seamless gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summer's Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Rams dropped 2 here tonight to Perry Central, the JV. It was the Commodores 34, Paoli 14, and the varsity 55-26. With the Commodores taking home the victory. Perry Central has now won 4 in a row as they begin a 3-game road swing. They'll be back in action on Thursday at Henryville. The Commodores now stand 11-4 on the season, and of course 2-3 overall in PLAC play. The Rams dropped to 5-11 and 0-2 in conference play. Talked about it with Coach Key. The Rams begin a 4-game homestand tonight. They're back in action here at the Auxiliary Gymnasium. Crawford County Wolfpack coming in another conference showdown. Look for another big crowd here tonight, so come on out and root on the Lady Rams on Thursday against their conference rival from the south in the Crawford County Lady Wolfpack. Again, a program note to remind you that the boys' game for Friday between Paoli and Mitchell at Mitchell has been postponed due to the IU football game. That game will be played a week from tonight at the Hive, and, of course, we'll have that for you. Games are still on schedule for Saturday for us, and, of course, that'll be a girls' game here in the afternoon against Borden, and then the boys on the road Saturday night at Tell City. And once again, though, next up for the Paoli Lady Rams, that showdown with Crawford County on Thursday night. Commodores, they break this game wide open in that second half of play as they put 3 players in double figures, led tonight by Mason Labhart with 19, Bryn Yeager with 14, and Gloria Summer with 11 to post the win over the Paoli Rams. As always, we thank our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you high school basketball not only tonight but throughout the entire season. A big thank you to our engineer and producer back at the studio. A great job, as always, by Melissa Wall. And most of all, thanks to you for listening. For Bert Pedigo, I'm Dave Dedrick. As we wrap up the Buddy's Food and Fuel postgame show, Buddy's Food and Fuel on North Gospel Street in Paoli. Your final tonight from the Auxiliary Gymnasium of Paoli Junior Senior High School. It was Perry Central 40. Perry Central winning it here tonight, 55-26. Good night, everybody.